All right, so this is another one for one of my students. It's Nirvana's original Leadbelly, Where Did You Sleep Last Night from Nirvana Unplugged. Just a couple chords: E major, A major, G major, B major, uh, back to E. So, it sounds something like this. Now, it's pretty straightforward, but there's a couple things. When you're first, we're playing in like 6/8 time, so I'll explain that in just a second. Secondly, the chord progression is E, A, G, B, and then it's E again. So if you're not familiar with songs that have done that before, it can be a little confusing in the beginning because you play the E, you play the A, you play the G, you play the B, then you play the E again, and that's still part of the original time through the progression. And then you need to stay on that E because you've started over again. So it's going to feel like you've stayed on the E maybe longer than you think you should. At least in my experience with my students, sometimes that happens. And they'll have a tendency to go to the second chord of the progression too soon because you go through the first loop and then it just feels like you're on the E, like you played it, and then go to the second chord. But really, it's E, A, G, B, E, and then E again. A, G, B, E. So let me demonstrate what the count would be like. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you've never played something in 6/8, it's actually really easy. It's not that different from counting our normal 4/4, where we count 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N. The difference is there's 6 beats per measure, and not always is it just one chord for that measure. In this case, all the chords except for A and G get a full measure. So we have 6 beats of E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go to A for 3. 1, 2, 3, and the second half of that measure, 4, 5, 6, is G. 4, 5, 6. Then 6 on B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty easy when you lay it out that way. A measure of E, a measure of E, half a measure of A, half a measure of G major, then it's a full measure, 6 beats of B, and a full measure of E, and then you start over again with another full measure of E. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would be how it works. When you're counting 6/8, it's not that difficult. You just sort of feel the accents being on 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyways, great tune. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a really fun one to learn and great chords. By the way, on that B chord, a lot of students that play their B bar chord like this, I'm just doing it kind of a lazy way. I like to use my pinky. Okay, and on that A, I was just barring, so I really wasn't playing a full A chord. And if you like to do that, just make sure you don't get that high E. That's not the sound you want. So maybe just get the A, D, and G, and the B if you can, but you just definitely don't want to go with the high E. Even mute it with your finger. That way it won't sound out. By the way, I forgot to say at the start of this video, I'm tuned down a half step because that's the tuning for Nirvana Unplugged. So you'll have to tune your guitar down a half step. It's E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. Or if you're using one of those snark tuners or something that only shows the sharps, it's the sharp equivalent. So it would be D sharp is the lowest string, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp, and then D sharp again. Okay, so that's your tuning. It's pretty easy. It's very common. Jimi Hendrix, Sweet Child, Guns N' Roses, lots of bands, play a half step down. Nirvana was one that did that quite a bit as well. So good luck with it. I hope you have fun, and I will see you next time. By the way, click like and subscribe. It helps me out. And check out one of these two videos. I will see you next time.